Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and miracle of miracles, we've actually got some sunshine here in September. Joyful, sort of the second half of September at the moment. I thought I'd start to do a slightly different video today. What brought this to my mind is there's been a lot in the news recently, not just in the UK but probably worldwide, about food delivery supply problems, but it is particularly an issue over here at the moment. We've got increasing fuel prices and a shortage of certain types of fuel. Particularly seems to be a shortage of long distance lorry or truck drivers. If you're American, we call them lorry drivers here, and problems with obviously importing goods across the channel. Still, they've got paperwork issues which cause delay on food import. So there is likely to be a shortage of certain types of foodstuffs, both things like poultry, like chickens, but obviously some of the fruit and vegetables may be in short supply as well, particularly with what we do or don't grow in this country. Because one of the things that you probably wouldn't appreciate, if you can't come from a large continent like North America or Australia, you have quite a wide variation of seasons and climates spread across your country. So you could live in New York and still be eating American grown mangoes and citrus that were grown in Florida or possibly Southern California. And conversely, if you live in Florida, you'd probably be likely as not eating broccoli and cauliflower that's grown in the cool and northern states. But of course, in our climate, in our small country, we have virtually a single climate with a little bit of variation from north to south. Basically, it's called temperate or oceanic. We don't have a warm temperate zone, we don't have a subtropical zone, we don't have a Mediterranean zone, we don't have a tropical zone. So basically everything that's not a cold climate fruit or vegetable is imported, and it's hard, you don't realise just how much we rely on our food produce from other parts of Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and North and amazingly South America as well. In fact, it's quite incredible. I was only thinking about it because I was just looking at a packet of fruits that I was opening this morning and looking to see where the fruits came from. It was actually a tangelo, and unbelievably they come all the way from Peru in South America. So I thought it'd be a bit of fun just to pull a few packets of fruit out of my fruit bowl or refrigerator just to see where they came from, and it's absolutely quite shocking, really. I mean, here in the UK, the problem is we have a relatively short cool summer and therefore a relatively short growing season. So unless they force certain crops in greenhouses, most of the stuff we grow here, it's not even the cold climate fruits, they can be stored for long periods of time, but basically we've got a very short window when the fruits are in full production, and it's not something that my American viewers would possibly be expecting, because so many of their own produce would come from various parts of America, Mexico, and probably some produce from South America and the Caribbean as well. So I thought what I'd do is flip round the camera and surprise everybody by just what range of fruits. I haven't got anything exotic here particularly, just regular fruits and perhaps a mango and an avocado, but you'd be quite surprised to see just how many different countries just this short selection of fruits come from. And I haven't been into a supermarket and deliberately picked fruits from different countries. This is just in a normal shopping basket. So I'll pause the camera, flip it round and show you what I've got. So here we are with the camera around the other way, and I just thought we'd have a look at a fairly mundane basket of produce and food just to sort of see the variation in them. Now we've got some figs here. Variety is Bursa. I don't know why I buy them, because frankly they're dreadful, and they've come from Turkey. Tomatoes, produce of Holland, and the ones that caught my attention this morning were these tangelos I've got here, and I wondered where they were growing, and when I turned over the label they were from Peru. Also from Peru in the fridge, unbelievably, I've got asparagus spears. How they can possibly afford to send them all the way from Peru and sell them here so cheaply, I do not know. Now, mangoes, this variety is Keat, that's from the Dominican Republic. I've got pears, conference pears here, which we do grow in the UK, but these ones are from Belgium. I've got some Hass avocados. They've been grown in Mexico. We've got some grapes here that are a produce of Spain. You just see that at the bottom underneath the word origin. Got some nectarines here, late red. They're also a product of Spain. Got some Pink Lady apples, which incredibly have come all the way from Chile. And bear in mind, we're in a cold climate where we can grow apples, so they've come all the way from Chile. We've got a yellow melon. Can't remember the make. I think it's probably honeydew, isn't it? This shape. That's from Brazil. And incredibly, we've finally got some English growing fruit. This variety is Early Windsor. It's grown in Kent, often referred to as the Garden of England. And amazingly, got some blueberries here. The variety is Liberty. Must be a late variety, and they're also grown in Kent. That's the southeast of England. That's one of the milder parts of fruit growing. They're not called wonky blueberries. That's the supermarket's idea of selling them cheaper because they vary in different sizes. I mean, this little packet here cost, I think it was 89p, about $1. So quite good value for money. So I just thought that might interest, in particular, my followers from larger continents, because they'd probably be used to having almost entirely American produce if you're in North America, whereas we literally get everything from all around the world. So you can see if there was a problem with flights and fuel supplies and transport problems, just how much we'd be struggling. We were okay, not too bad for vegetables over here. We grow quite a lot in this country, but our fruits are very seasonal, and you can store apples and have English apples 6 months or even up to a year after they've been picked, because they keep them in special storage zones with no oxygen and temperatures just above freezing. And they will last for a year in specialist storage, but of course it costs money to store them. But I just thought I'd make a change to do a video that was a little bit different, so we could see the variation of produce we get from different parts of the world. And had I bought kiwi fruits, they almost certainly would have been from New Zealand. I just didn't happen to have any here, and we get Australian fruit produce here as well as produce from the Middle East, Israel and Egypt, and we get obviously Asian produce from as far away as China and Japan, but I just didn't happen to have any in my fruit basket. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up. Like the video, like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see my regular tropical and unusual plant and fruit videos, or know when they come out, remember to click on the bell. Catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.